If you're currently feeling stuck in your life, whether it is in your relationships, careers, your purpose, whatever it is that you're currently experiencing and struggling with, I'm going to show you a simple way to just come back to clarity. Because the only reason why you still feel stuck is because there's no clarity in your mind. And so I want to share the methods that I have used over the past of years, I'm still using in order to gain instant clarity. Let's dive right into it. There are many analogies for the mind, and one of my favorite one is where we see the mind as the sea. And when the sea is stormy and there are a lot of waves and there's chaos happening on the sea, most of the time we can't see what's beneath the surface of the water. And when we're seeing a sunny day and it's good weather, I mean, any weather is good. But there's different weather. It's calm and the wind is a nice breeze. When you look up close, you can see beneath the surface and you can look deeper. Similarly, in our mind, it works the same way. When there's a lot of noise, a lot of distraction, a lot of things that we continuously avoid to look at because we have conditioned ourselves to continuously distract ourselves from the things that we actually need to look at in our lives, we experience this chaos and we don't really notice it that much. It happens mostly subconsciously. Maybe it reflects actually in our external environment through, well, where we live in our home. Usually, when you have a lot of chaos in your mind, you have a reflection of that as well in your house, in your home, where everything is disordered. And it's just a natural tendency of everything around us to move into disorder. And so, nothing wrong with it. It's just that when we want to have structure, when we want to have clarity, we need to bring a bit more calmness into our system. So the first thing you can do actually is to clean your house, clean your environment, take care of the things that are unattended, neglected, every corner, every little bit of shelf. So every single item you have in your life subconsciously influences you and the way you're thinking, you're feeling. I mean, you notice it. You probably went into a clean room and it felt so pristine and so calm to you with calm colors and so on and so forth. So the first thing you can truly do in order to bring clarity to your mind is taking care of your physical environment. The next thing is to just realize that, well, reduce the noise in general in your life. Maybe you have some friends that bring a lot of their problems into your life and they're continuously complaining or gossiping and bringing thoughts that are not so supportive for the direction you want to take in your life. I'm not asking you to, you know, discontinue that friendship, but if it's toxic, maybe do. Just simply, for a period of time, isolate yourself. Come into a space where you can just be with yourself and sit with yourself, with your own thoughts, with your own emotion, and take away social media and all those other voices as well. That will allow you to just sit with your own thoughts and sit with your own emotion and allow the things to rise, that need to rise into your mind. Distance yourself for a certain period of time, let's say for 7 days, from friends, family, and social media, and really take care of your, the noise pollution in your life. And if you're living in a city, make sure that you go every day for a few minutes or maybe longer, maybe an hour or something, into the park where we can just listen to the stillness, to the leaves whistling in the trees, to the birds chirping. The third thing is to realize that all of the thoughts you have currently, allow them to just simply be aware of them instead of engaging with them. Every time a thought arises or a thought arises, let it sink down. Let it sink down. Imagine like we had the analogy with the water. Imagine when you throw a stone into the waters. First there are ripple effects, but slowly the stone is sinking to the bottom. Currently, we have so many thoughts in a day. I think we have about 70,000 thoughts in a day. How many of them are we really conscious of? We're throwing a bunch of stones and we create a lot of ripple effects. That's what creates the chaos in our mind, or let's say the confusion and the energy of feeling stuck. Allow yourself to just simply notice your thoughts without engaging with them. I know maybe you have a cool idea, maybe write it down, but instead of thinking about the ideas or engaging with whatever content arises in your mind, just let it arise and drop again, arise and drop again. And this is what's going to happen within your mind too. The moment you're doing this, all the stones that you've been throwing the whole time, they're going to sink to the bottom. And all of a sudden, the surface will become calm. And then this is where the water is going to get clear. And you can look beneath the surface and go deeper within yourself. And you'll see that's how you get to clarity. If you need support, you can just do a basic meditation where you can just watch your breath coming in and your breath coming out. It's not something difficult. You just simply watch the breath that is anyway coming in through your nostrils and coming out through your nostrils. And then when you notice your thought is arising, just let it pass. Don't engage with it. Just let it pass. And if you notice that you actually engage with it, come back to your breath. Again, the inhalation and the exhalation. So these are three things that most of the time you need to maintain. I maintain them, that help me to just be in a constant state of clarity. And there always will be some time in our lives where there's going to be some chaos, but that's all right. It's not about judging yourself, but it's about realizing that right now you just need to take care of yourself. So thank you so much for tuning in. I'll see you in the next video.